Hello?
What
Does,
is up?
does this still work?
Is this thing still on?
I think so. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been,
Missed that beard.
yeah, it's been a couple weeks. No.
Your hoodie, just when you're sitting in close enough and it cuts off some of the lettering, it kind of looks like it says Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, dude. Oh, that would be an awesome hoodie, though.
It would be. I'd buy that
A,
hoodie.
a, a Bill Nye hoodie. Why
The
not?
Bill Nye Nike hoodie.
Oh, good
Just
old Bill
do it.
Nye.
We got their IPA.
IPAs.
I was just guessing.
Voodoo Rangers, dude. They're from
Oh, I've
that.
seen that one. That's
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah,
That's a
this
big
is.
one.
I got like a variety pack for Christmas. This is
Okay.
a Danger Beach version. It's like a
Danger
juicy
Beach.
IPA. Not
Those are
crazy
good.
about the juicy ones, but they're all right.
They're not bad. They're
But
not bad.
so here we are, episode 12. We said 12.
12. 12.
Now, all right.
We'll do more this year than last year. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're already one up.
Yeah.
Damn though, if we, yeah, we got a couple months to catch up though. We're doing one a week, so
Right. It won't take long.
nah.
Before you know it, we'll be
Heading towards
So
20.
you just want to jump right into the Bills drama?
Dude,
Get it out of the way?
let's go. So I'm sure you
I know
were
you
watching
do.
the game. I know everyone else
I
was
was
watching
not.
the game.
I was
Oh,
sound
what?
asleep. It was
Dude,
like Monday night, man. I was sound
Dude, it
asleep.
starts at 8 o'clock, and you're like even an hour behind, so it's like 7 for you.
Yeah. I
Sound asleep at
got
7:30.
out. Oh, before then. Out cold.
That is a dad life crisis if I've ever heard one.
Well.
So yeah, I'm guessing though you've at least seen the hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it like when we were first watching it and it happened, I like it didn't seem like anything. But when I watched that dude stand up and fall down, I've never seen like such a lifeless, like dead fall in my entire life. Like, I mean, the way he just like penciled up and just boom. I don't know.
Yeah. And the way I saw it actually was with a bunch of other clips of almost the same scenarios in other sport. Like there was some high school kids in soccer who have done it. Just straight up cardiac arrest right in a field and just fallen.
Oh my
Similar hits in
God.
high school games, college games. So usually that is how it happens. They just kind of they're
Now,
up and then straight back down.
so from what I understand, is it's like a hit in a certain spot on your left side of your chest, like by your heart, where it's like in between beats though, like when your heart like it beats and then stops or pauses. Like I guess it's when it hits in that pause.
Right.
But I mean, I'm definitely not a doctor, so I have no fucking clue.
I didn't bring my stethoscope
No,
with me.
no, but that is definitely what I heard. So I don't know.
Sounds like he's already doing a lot better. So
Yeah. Oh yeah,
We're
he
moving
did
on.
he posted a message on his Instagram, I think it was, and it thanked everyone and he FaceTimed with the Bills. His breathing tube is out. So
didn't he surprise the whole team? Like they didn't know.
yeah, they had no idea. It was
That's
like a
cool.
big yeah. Yep. But then it gets into like the playoff drama, and that's a bunch of fucking dude, what a mess.
I'm still not quite sure what they're planning on doing with this. It sounds insane.
Well, so did you read it though? I mean,
I looked at it. I'm like, that's confusing.
So
don't
I
wanna-
read it obviously word for word, and it didn't make any sense to me at all, except like tonight the Chiefs won, so now they're number one in the AFC, and that's
They got
that,
their
I
first
guess.
round bye. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
done.
I guess that's just that, and that sucks because like if the Bills, I mean for the Bills it kind of sucks because, but what do you do? Like you can't be upset. The NFL had to cancel that game. Like, there's no not play. There, you can't just resume play after that. Like, you can't just, all right, guys, let's play football.
The only they would have been able to do it was that very next night, start right back up where we left off.
Now, I just like I thought it was crazy too that I don't know if like it was an idea that they were gonna do, but I thought maybe they would play the game after this week and then push the playoffs back a week and skip the week off before the Super Bowl. But that would be a lot. That's a lot of moving
You're
parts.
Yeah, people have these games tickets bought and
Right.
hotels booked and everything
Yeah, that's
months and
true.
months before. So you're screwing with a lot of money there. So
That
it
is
was
true.
probably just to cut the loss, and we'll
Yeah.
flip a coin to figure it out.
I know, because now if the Bills and the Chiefs play in the AFC Championship, it's going to be at a neutral site no matter what. Like, so this one doesn't get a coin toss. But there was a lot of, what I didn't understand is there was a lot of talk about the Ravens, and I don't understand where like the Ravens came into play so much. Like a
I
lot
saw
of the
that
scenarios,
too.
yeah, a
I'm not
lot of
quite sure.
scenarios had so many
Maybe if the
Ravens.
Chiefs and the Bills lose and the Bengals are involved,
Hmm.
Bill Ravens Bengals AFC game.
Yeah, because I mean the Bills definitely fucked up the whole Bengals scenario too. So I mean,
Yeah,
or vice versa, the Bengals fucked it all up. I mean,
the Bengals
but
are the game behind, so
right,
they won that game. They would have had a
yeah,
you know a tied record. The Bengals win that one.
man. I'll tell you what though, they definitely had. There was nothing they could have done though. I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's no way,
No,
dude. If the NFL like played that game out, dude, there would be pitchforks and fucking fire like at Goodell's fucking front porch.
you would not have gotten those players back on the field that night.
No, not at all.
I think even the Bengals coach went over to
I,
McDermott, right, and was
yes.
like, "Hey, we're not going to do this, right?"
Yeah, I agree
um,
with you. I'm pretty sure that's exactly. I mean, how do you not say that?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dude literally died on the
Yeah,
field.
yeah, we all watched it on Monday
Yeah.
Night Football nonetheless. Like it was like the only football game on.
Hmm.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, I've never been more excited to go to like a meaningless game tomorrow. Like for the Bills. I mean, it really isn't going to affect their outcome in the AFC. But it's gonna be crazy. I know it. I know it's gonna
So
be
their position
wild.
set. They can't go down a spot even.
I don't think so, because we've already won the AFC East. So we already have a playoff game at home.
But can
You
they
know,
lose the second seed and go straight to third?
maybe, yeah, maybe.
I don't know who's
See,
second,
I don't
third,
know
or
either though,
I
because
don't
we
know who.
didn't technically lose against the Bengals.
Wonder why they didn't just call it a draw.
Right?
Give them both the one.
And then fuck off with all this fucking coin flipping and neutral sites. And
Yeah. Had anyone scored?
yeah, it was 7-3. So the Bengals were up 7-3.
Man, yeah. Biden either call it a draw or say, "Hey, that's the game." Sorry.
But I mean, it happened so early in the game too that like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the game literally just started and they marched down the field, scored a touchdown, and we got the ball back and scored 3 and then kicked it off. And like the next play, it was like done.
Right. I wonder how many hours people were awake trying to figure that out. Because for every solution you come up with, there's
The wrong answer.
100 reasons
Yes.
for that to not be the way to go about it.
Right. Like there's definitely no right or wrong answer. Like there's just, so kind of, it's whatever. That it's just at this point, it's whatever. So hopefully like the Bills players like just play fucking lights out for the rest of the year in like honor of number 3. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm on. Well, you're saying the game doesn't really matter, and I don't know. They might be still playing for seeding, but the Patriots are playing to win. I think they need
Yes.
they need the win.
Yeah.
So I think if the starters play, the Patriots are probably gonna take an ass whooping. Would be my guess.
I agree 100%. I don't know though if Shawn McDermott's gonna want the starters to sit for a whole nother game because they missed last game. They're not gonna play this game, and then it's like, oh, we're in a playoff game. Like I don't think you can sit them that long.
That's true. Maybe they play a half.
And like the Bills have already had like one of the weirdest seasons already. I mean, we played in Detroit on a home game in Detroit because of snow.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we missed this game, and then it's like I don't know. I don't know what you do. Dude, Buffalo has gotten fucking fucked all year long.
Well,
I mean, have you seen like any of the timelines that happen in the city of Buffalo? It's wild. So like
No.
it started like 9 months ago. There was that mass shooting in Tops, and then
Right.
it went to that snowstorm where the Bills couldn't
6
play.
feet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking 6 feet of snow. And then there was another snowstorm on Christmas where no one could leave their house. 40 people died out in the snow. 40 fucking people, dude. People were dying that like they got out of their cars looking to go somewhere else and they died. Like they froze to death outside,
That's
dude.
crazy.
It was like
That's
negative
crazy.
20 degrees out and like they died in the cold. People were found dead in their cars, and then Hamlin gets fucking killed and brought back to life in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, it's wild. It's wild. And then now as a Bills fan, it's hard not to think that we just got shafted out of first place in the AFC, but we didn't because, like, what can you do? But, like, it feels like you did. Watching the Chiefs game and
really complain.
Right. Watching them, dude. And now, after watching this last Chiefs game, I feel like the NFL wants Mahomes to be the next Brady, and it's annoying. They talk him. I mean, I get he's good, but like, I don't know.
I was telling my wife earlier today, I could almost see the Chiefs and Mahomes very much being, excuse me, the Packers of the 2010s being them of the 2020s, where he won a Super Bowl and then he feels like he should be going to the next Super Bowl every year.
Every year,
he just
right.
can't do it. Can't do it. That's it. In 2010, when the Packers won with Aaron Rodgers, it felt like we're going to kill everybody for the next 10 years.
Right.
And they did in the regular season.
Right.
But, yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Playoffs definitely bring a whole different side out in NFL teams. Like, like last year with the Bengals. Like, the Bengals just, like, surprised me. I would have never guessed the Bengals were going to the Super Bowl.
And here's your next shitty little tidbit is the guy you're talking about replacing is going to be in the fucking playoffs again. So, good luck. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah.
I could easily see Tom Brady and these, 8 and 9 Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, making a run. Could you imagine, dude?
It's not unlikely.
It's not.
That's not unlikely.
If there's one person that has any experience in the playoffs, it's fucking Tom Brady.
And the NFC teams aren't just there. They're not there this year. I mean,
no.
One good game, you can beat the Eagles. They're beatable. I know they got a great
Cowboys.
record.
The Cowboys are playing pretty good right now, but I don't.
Cowboys are losing to fucking everybody too.
Yeah.
They lost to the Packers, who weren't supposed to beat them. They've lost to a couple teams they were not supposed to lose to. I think they lost to the Lions.
I was gonna send you a TikTok that some guy was saying that the NFL is rigged and they're making Aaron Rodgers like be good all of a sudden. I don't know if you saw that or not.
That's my favorite. All of a sudden, he's good.
Yeah. They were like, man, it's kind of weird how all of a sudden they're winning this and that, and
there's pages and pages of conspiracy theories from Vikings fans about Lambeau Field after they got their shit rocked because the field was wet and the players weren't wearing the right cleats, and Lambeau purposely soaked the field. All these things.
Dude, you know what I heard that I've never even thought of? So there's this guy that comes into my store all the time, and he's an old timer and huge Bills fan. And he used to go to all the Bills games when it was like the rock pile, and like shortly after it came over, like when the Bills first started being in the NFL, he was at like all these games. And he said that back in the day, they used to open the doors on the other side of the tunnel when the other team was if the wind was blowing in and the other team was going that way, they would hold open all the doors inside the tunnel to let all the air fly in through the tunnel, dude.
To hit the players?
Crazy? Yeah, even if it didn't cause enough wind, they did it anyway. So they would think that they're causing the other team to play against the wind. What the fuck, dude? So
I think
every stadium's got to be rigged in some way.
Yeah, at Kinnick Stadium here in Iowa City, the opposing team's locker room is all pink.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's Kinnick. Now I got to verify my own fact here, but
right. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he said that they would, well, not him, but like people would go into the tunnel, and when the opposing team was heading towards the tunnel on that side of the field, they would hold open all the doors to let air through it. Like, what the fuck?
That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kinnick's visiting locker room is all pink,
Yeah.
head to toe, pink.
And then like the Patriots, they just record everything. You know, they just sit, they just they just sit behind the away team and record their plays. So
Robert Kraft's
Yeah.
personal. Mm.
yeah, Belichick gets a text on his phone. Oh, all right. Well, we know this play.
Sponsored by Ring app.
Yeah. Sponsored by Ring app.
Get rid of Gillette and just call it Ring Stadium.
Ring Stadium. I'm sure there's little things that every stadium has, though. I mean, there can't not be, dude. The Dolphins, it's too hot. What
was that temper, like a 40-degree temperature swing?
It was actually it's actually something really crazy. And it wasn't even just the Bills team that was bitching about it. It was like all these other teams are like, yeah, it's fucking stupid down there.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins are like, well, you guys supply your own AC units. Like, who the fuck just has portable AC units for 80 fucking people?
They do.
I guess.
And they got special heated things like blow heaters for
at
Lambeau Field.
Yeah, we have
like
those too. Yeah, yep. During the AC thing during the FIFA World Cup, all the stadiums out there, they were built with ACs like inside the stadium. So they had they were all played in a dome, and they had so it would be the field. And then all the seats around the field, that first section was, it's raised up a little bit. And where the fence would be was all these tubes, like massive tubes. And it was just shooting in AC the whole time.
That reminds me, I think it was the Commanders field, maybe last season, where the plumbing broke. And it was literally spewing shit into the crowd.
No. Like the smell?
Or no, like actual PCs shit? Was yeah.
What the fuck?
Let's look this up. Yeah, I'm 90% sure this is true.
It was just flying into the stadium. That's fucked, dude.
Raw sewage leak on Washington fans explained. Yep.
Oh wow. All right.
Oh, the team denying it was raw sewage.
Well, of course, yeah.
The sewage pipe definitely burst overhead, and there was this heavy brown water. Heavy brown water.
And they're like, no, it wasn't sewage. We don't know what it was. It was just some rainwater.
Oh, man.
No, dude, that is straight shit.
All right, I will send you this link, and there is a video in there. The water's pretty clear looking.
I'm gonna finish my beer first, and then I'll watch it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That would only happen in Washington, though. It's just an old shit team.
Ah, dude, that's awful. Oh man, yeah. So now the Chiefs are number 1 in the AFC, so that's cool.
And the Eagles got the NFC locked.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find real quick.
Dude, I don't know if I see either one of them in the Super Bowl. I think. I don't know though. I mean, I know the Eagles are on a roll, but wait till they play like a real NFL team. Because I feel like they've had the easiest schedule out of everybody. I don't know. I wish I could call it right now, but there's no way I don't say the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. So I'm so biased.
You don't think so?
I definitely think they're going to, but I don't want to just say it because I'm a Bills fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Too much heartbreak for me to even think that. Too much experience of just getting fucking my heart ripped out.
If the Bills go to the Super Bowl, I think on the NFC it's going to be. I don't know, dude. They're all shit. They're all fucking shit on the NFC side this year. Man, I don't think the Niners made it right to the playoffs.
Correct. Yes.
The Niners have a solid team. I don't know how I feel about. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Purdy.
That's not a defense you want to play.
Their defense, though, that defense is solid.
Yeah. So right now, the Bills have the second seed locked, regardless if they win or lose tomorrow. Because after that, the Chargers are 10-6, but they're automatic wild card,
Yeah.
and Ravens are a wild card,
Dude,
and that's already
dude,
locked.
imagine Bills against Brady in the Super Bowl. That'd be sweet to watch.
That, or imagine the 8-8 Jacksonville Jaguars who are in versus
Dude,
the
no.
8-8 Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are in.
There's no way. There's no fucking way, dude.
Never know.
The 8-8 Packers.
That's crazy. That
So
they'll be 9-8 if they win tomorrow.
Dude, imagine imagine the 8-8 Packers and the 8-8 Jaguars playing the Super Bowl this year. I'm not even watching it. I'm
Really
sorry. I'm not
stupid.
fucking watching it, dude.
That's crazy that the Dolphins are out. Just done.
Are they done then?
Wins tiebreaker over Pittsburgh based on head-to-head win percentage. But Pittsburgh's not even in it.
Well, no, because I see like on the bubble
No, they're
is
done.
the Dolphins. Yeah, they're done.
Right. Patriots win tiebreaker over Pittsburgh based on head-to-head win percentage. Division tiebreaker.
Yeah, that definitely sucks for the Dolphins, man.
Huh. Oh, okay. I see. There's a lot of it. Patriots have the 7th seed. They're still an 8th seed, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 8 seeds. So, yep. Okay.
So, I mean, they could.
I think Bills have to win tomorrow then, and Miami has to win. This is the only likely scenario. For Miami. Mm.
Yeah.
They were so good early in the year, too.
Dude, yeah, so were the Jets. Everyone was like, oh my God, that AFC East is looking good.
Remember how good the Cardinals were the last couple of years, and now they're 4-12?
Oh, yeah.
Warzone 2 dropped.
poor Murray, dude. He can't fucking do it. And you know what's fucked up, dude? I play Call of Duty like every night, and I still go to work every morning.
That's true.
You know? And I don't get paid shit.
Don't you pay yourself?
Yeah, but I sell subs, dude. Damn, the Houston Texans only won 2 fucking games this year. I mean, they even tied one. How do you only get 2 wins? Man, and we were just talking about all the wins the Bears have after all these years, and they're 3-13.
Oh, the Bears are, yeah. They have. If the Texans win, I think the Bears have a 1st-round pick, and if the Bears lose, the Bears can potentially get a first or the first pick.
Yes. So
they still suck.
The fucking Buccaneers, man, at 8-8 in the fucking playoffs,
division
clinched the division.
That division was awful, though.
Dude, it's gotta be. How do you have an 8-8
Carolina
team winning it? It just doesn't make any sense.
Carolina was garbage. Who else is in there? New Orleans, garbage. And there's one more. Who the hell is it? Wow.
It's
right here.
I don't even know.
Falcons, garbage. Complete garbage teams.
But the funny thing is, the Bucs only have one more win than the Saints. You know what I mean? It's not like
they probably beat the Saints twice.
Well, right, but like
that's like 3 wins.
Dude, that's so stupid. Do you know how many years the Bills went like 8-8 and like whatever it was, and we've never even got close to the playoffs because we had the fucking Patriots.
I'm not gonna do all the digging to look, but just seems to be a lot of 500 teams this year. I wonder if like this year broke a record for most 500 teams.
It's got to be close, dude, because in the NFC alone, there's 4
a ton.
of them. There's 4 in the NFC.
Yeah.
And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the AFC, dude.
Yeah. You can't finish 8-8 thanks to the stupid 17 games, but
well, I mean, you can if you're the Bills.
That's right. Or the Bengals.
I mean, at the very cost of one of your players.
Hey, they could have been 8-8 this year, and they didn't. So
that's true. But
killed a man to do it, and they didn't.
Man, it's exciting to hear though how fast he recovered. Holy shit. I mean, obviously he's got a long ways to go, but I had my doubts. I really did. 9 minutes of CPR on the field is a long
to
time.
to come back with like full brain function is
That
the
right.
really
Right. I mean, the amount of oxygen he wasn't getting to his head
right
had to have been crazy.
crazy.
And then I think his fundraiser his goal for $2,500 made $7.5 million.
And then also his jersey was like the top 2
Yep.
selling
Yep.
all of a sudden.
Yikes, man.
There
It's
was
crazy.
there's some Kickstarters. Another big one is Fantasy Champs are donating all their money to his charity.
Jesus.
Which, by the way, Fantasy Champ here without Josh Allen even playing a full game
Wow.
this last
All
week.
right. Okay.
Didn't donate that money though.
I was gonna say, where's the money? We
Paid off-
here in Buffalo
paid
want
off
to see it.
Paid off some Christmas things. That's what we
It's
did.
probably a good idea. Anyway, how was your Christmas? All good?
We're not done yet, man. There's a lot
I
of
know.
illness floating
Yeah.
around. We're still
not-
trying to plan actual Christmas events
Yeah.
on January 7th. Still got one more to do.
My
A lot of the Thursday before Christmas, we had a blizzard and the temps dropped, and we were seeing like negative 50 to 60 degree temps with winds.
My God.
So pipes were freezing. People were sick. I was ill. I had influenza A.
Yep.
Like, everyone at work was sick. We had call-ins. It was insane.
Ugh.
No one on my wife's side of the family got sick, but my side, yeah.
We lost power, not at our house, but around the corner to where my shop is. That lost power for about a day, when it was about 0 degrees out. So I had to constantly stop in and like I would go there for a little while, run the water and all this other stuff, and then come back. And the building is old. It's like it's one of the oldest standing businesses in our town as it is right now. So, not my business, but like the building itself.
Right.
There's actually 2 businesses in one building, and the business next to us is a headstone business that is the oldest standing business in our town. So the building's
You think
old.
they'd give you a discount?
Well, I already told them that I'm gonna cremate myself, so probably not. That's probably why they don't buy anything from me either. So, but
the kids enjoyed Christmas. That's the important
yes,
part. I know my freaking son made out like a bandit. He loved it.
So my poor daughter, she didn't get much, but we are going to Disney World at the end of February.
Holy crap!
Yeah, for a whole week, dude. We booked it's from like a Saturday to a Saturday, but it's 5 days at the resort. So we're gonna go to all 4 parks with one of those days a day off. So yeah, and I've never been to Disney World in my life. So
exhausted.
Oh, I am well aware. I like the little nerd that I am. I watched a couple YouTube videos on like parent hacks for Disney World, and there's no hacks, and it just says be ready to walk.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to bring my Dr. Scholes with me.
I want to go talk to the headstone people next door.
I might have to retract what I said. I'm sorry, I won't cremate myself. Can I get a deal now? But yeah, so we're super excited. Yeah, my daughter is a Disney fanatic at the age of 3. She is a princess every day. She thinks she's Elsa, and she tries to freeze us and try to control.
She almost succeeded. It sounds like a couple of times.
Yeah, actually, during Christmas, nonetheless.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and then I still have to plan Christmas with my mom and my sister who live.
Same.
Yeah, they live just north of Buffalo. So it's pretty much Buffalo, but the snow that hit in Buffalo was just north and in the city. So like they got, I mean, annihilated. I have pictures and videos that would blow your fucking mind of a snowstorm. I mean, it looked like Canada. It was insane, dude. But
pretty close to Canada though. It's not that far.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to hear a wild? So there's a wild stat about Canada. that 50% of the Canadian
All on that little strip.
yeah, they actually
Right,
live
yeah, they're
south
all.
of the United States.
Oh
Because
yeah, okay.
yeah, because
Yeah.
everything out west is north of them. Like all of our northern states are actually above 50% of the fucking population of Canada. And then
Yep.
Gigs lives on the whole other side of Canada where no one else fucking lives.
Yeah. Her and
Yeah.
3 moose in a bar.
Yeah. Fucking A. They live
Fucking
in
A.
what are they got all those towns named after those animals too. They got fucking moose knuckle fucking Canada.
Fish gibbles.
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh, fucking Canada. But yeah, so it was an interesting Christmas. My daughter though, we did a really good job. Like we got her a bike. So that was like the highlight of her Christmas. So like that and a few little toys, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is the best day ever." So we didn't really have to buy too much, she's 3, so she doesn't really care.
He doesn't know what to expect.
But what she didn't realize is everyone gave us Disney gift cards. So we got like shit ton of Disney gift cards. And obviously use that towards the, it put a very little scratch in the price of fucking Disney World. But of course my wife has to pick a fucking 5-day vacation in Disney World. Like we can't just go for a few days, No.
Yeah, but that sounds like the way to go. Just go get it all done.
That's what we're doing.
And then next time when you do, and the kids are older, you know what to do.
Yeah. Not super excited about flying with a 3-year-old, but we've done it before, and she was 2 when we did it last time. I will say the looks that you get is ridiculous.
We're going to be flying later this year too with not even a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Yeah. So a long flight too.
I was telling a buddy of mine that we're going to Disney World, and he's like, "No shit, I'm going in July with my family," and he's got a 7-year-old boy and a 9-year-old boy, and they are fucking animals, dude. And he told me that every time they fly somewhere, he drugs himself so he falls asleep on the plane, so his wife fucking watches the kids, dude.
She doesn't know. That's impressive.
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to text her. Actually, I went to school with her, so
I gotta remember that one. Jot that down.
Drug self on plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Oh my god. In the NFC South, so I have this pulled up still. Not one of their teams had a positive point differential.
Look at the Vikings. The Vikings had.
Oh yeah, the Vikings. It was insane. Like I've read about that. Where are they? Yeah,
they're in the second.
They're negative 19 points, dude.
So the.
Dude, the Bears are negative 121.
Holy shit. Well, after the ass whooping the Packers put on the Vikings, I would have. Yeah.
But the Vikings end up going 12-4.
They win a lot of close games, and they come back to do it.
Dude, that is crazy though. So the Bills are 12-3 and 157 positive points, which is that's fucking high.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Actually, that is the highest right now in the NFL, and we missed a game.
They beat the living shit out of some teams, though. Remember that?
Oh, the first
especially week
games.
1.
Yeah, dude, the first 3 games were absolute blowouts.
I
remember yawning as we were winning.
Said Sean McVay almost started his season of final because he's talking about quitting. I was reading it before we started this. Sean McVay is considering his possible not returning next year on his own free will.
I remember when he came into the NFL, I was like, dude, I am rooting for this guy because he was young and like very professional and everything. And then I watched these videos of how he had like some guy that would have to like hold him from walking onto the field. Like I don't know if that's true or not, but like
every team actually has one, but his guy gets he's paid for what he does.
Yeah, he's got to be, because like watching the video of him trying to walk on the field every 2 minutes is like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty unaware of where he is. Isn't he?
Yeah,
all of a sudden he's behind Matt Stafford telling him, no, don't look that way. Don't look that way, Matt.
It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
It's like he's got the Madden view of the field.
God, I can't even believe the Chiefs are only at 127 net points.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a lot for 17. They're done too for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're done. 17 games.
Points.
Yeah, like, so the Bills at 157 positive is crazy. I mean, the Bills have scored 420 points this year.
Okay, that's what. Okay, you're talking point difference.
Oh, yeah. So net points.
I'm talking like total score. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no. So the Chiefs total have put up 496.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. The Niners got a good point differential too.
Yeah, because nobody scores.
Oh my God, the Niners are on nine game win streak. Holy shit!
Damn,
man. I know.
Yeah,
they might be someone to watch. Team. Yeah, for the NFC.
They are.
Even with that young Purdy guy, Mr. What do they call him? Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last person in the draft.
Yep. Is that last year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah,
this year he was the last person in the draft drafted. So
look at him now.
I know. He's out there slinging it, dude. Having a good time. Oh, man.
Did you know?
This is my favorite time of the year.
It's almost playoffs next week.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple of days. So, Super Bowl is February 12th or 13th. I don't remember the exact date, but
yeah, I'm not
one of those 2 dates. It is one of those 2 dates.
Yep.
The XFL starts the following Saturday, 5 days later. That was so much fun a couple of years ago. It was fun. It's always on Saturdays. So,
it's Saturday.
I remember
is it like Saturday nights or is it?
Yeah, all day Saturday. There'll be Saturday night games.
Yeah, just Saturday then. They don't do like the whole like.
I couldn't tell you, but most games are Saturday.
Yep. I'm gonna have to watch it this year.
I really enjoyed it when it came back 2 years ago before COVID. COVID killed the XFL.
Oh right.
And then the Rock, Dwayne Mr. Johnson saved it.
So I heard they just picked up like, who's that wide receiver that couldn't stop fucking smoking weed?
There's a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's played for a bunch of teams. I know who you're talking about. Is it John something? No, it's not Johnson.
Why can't I think of his fucking name?
Gordon.
Yes,
Gordon. Something Gordon.
But anyway, the XFL just picked him up.
Yes. He played for the Patriots even for a hot minute.
Yep.
I remember being surprised when they picked him up.
So that'll be fun to watch. I might have to watch it. I might have to get into this.
I plan on it. Saturday games are the perfect.
Right.
That's why I enjoyed college, because I could watch every single game I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's game's gonna be crazy for the Bills, man. It's gonna be a fun game to be at.
What time is that game?
That's a 1:00. It's actually broadcasted everywhere too, so you will be able to see it.
Oh yeah, well I have the ticket, so by the way, the ticket is going to YouTube.
Yes.
How exciting is that? See you later, DirecTV. They're gonna go fucking broke.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely going broke. So I actually used to work for DirecTV before.
I was gonna say I didn't want to say, hey, that's your former employer.
Yeah, I actually got out after talking to Lindsay, telling her that I think DirecTV is gonna fail. Like, there's no way they're gonna keep up with the streaming services, and we had a lot of people talking about it, and that's why I got out of it. I was like, I'm done.
So I wonder how much AT&T can really bail them out, because they're owned by AT&T.
Correct. I don't think AT&T is going to when it gets too far, because if me, the dumbass kid who I was, decided to leave because they were going to fail, how does AT&T not see that? It's not going to happen. And
yeah.
But so YouTube though paid like fuck ton of money for the NFL ticket.
There is talk of it being game by game basis or by team only basis. How beautiful is that? That's way better than whatever
dude.
Yes.
If I could pay just for the Bills games,
exactly,
then I could finally drop Hulu Live.
Exactly.
So they're paying $2 billion a year to have the NFL ticket.
Give me those options and you have my money. They're gonna have my money already, but
Right,
Come
right.
on.
So now, do you stream TV or do you have like cable?
We actually have DirecTV.
Oh, right, duh. You just
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
But we also have everything like Netflix, we have Hulu, we have Disney Plus. My son loves a show on every single one of them. So, but getting rid of DirecTV would be huge for
Yeah.
my pocket.
Man, I can't believe, I thought for sure Amazon was going to pull something to get the NFL ticket because they were doing the Thursday games already. So I thought for
But how
sure
bad have those Thursday games been? They were
dude,
notoriously awful.
they were, but like I mean, what can Amazon do about that? You know what I mean? It's not like they told the NFL who was going to play on Thursday night. But I wonder if that was like a spit in their face, like this is who's playing. Maybe they rigged it.
I think the NFL went with it to test streaming services. Like how well will this work?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's probably way different than going straight to TV.
I wonder how much YouTube is going to charge for customers for this. Because I don't know. It's probably too early.
Think so? Sorry.
I don't know. I could probably it'd probably take me a while to like really cuz I'd have to find a few places saying the same thing. But like the Sunday ticket with DirecTV is what, like $300 a month or a
Could
year?
tell you. That's one of those budgetary things that my wife handles.
Yeah.
And it just comes out of my paycheck.
Yeah, yeah. I know how that goes.
Um, but if it's by team, it doesn't matter. I would pay YouTube for whatever. I'm just excited it's away from DirecTV so I can cut that out of my budget.
I don't blame you. It was nice.
The big cool thing about DirecTV 10 plus years ago when we got this was DVR, which we don't even use anymore. I couldn't tell you what the hell we use our DVR for at all anymore.
I know, dude. I don't know if I've
Nothing.
ever even really recorded anything in my life, to be honest.
We used it very heavily when we got it, and now everything's streaming the next day anyway. We don't watch anything live besides football.
Right. Yeah, because you could just click on it, and then you can click on what season you want to see, and then what episode you want to watch, and you just there.
Yep. I'm more okay with watching a 30 to a minute ad versus having to find the remote and fast forward and hope I don't go too far and stop and rewind. Just give me the 30-second ad. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's better than what used to be a 4-minute commercial break.
Right. And you don't have to pick up you don't have to pick up the controller every 2 minutes. So
right.
Man. Yeah, that'll be cool that it's on YouTube though. Maybe I'll have to get it and drop Hulu. I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead.
My daughter doesn't care what we watch as long as it's a kid show that I can click on anywhere.
Does your daughter have you watching Bluey?
I have watched Bluey with her. Now I will say Bluey to me is not that bad. It's not that
Bluey
bad
is
to
the
me.
best. Bluey is the best show to watch with your kid.
Because
especially some of the newer episodes, it's pretty good stuff. Like there's some actual funny things for parents.
Yes. And I'm like I for some reason the British accent, I love it, dude. I'm all for it. It doesn't bother me at all.
The dad is the best character.
Yes.
Yes,
dude.
So cool.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so Bluey definitely doesn't bother me. But like when she turns on Blippi, I'm like, we got to change this. I can't do Blippi, dude. He's like he's the fakest person I've ever heard in my entire life. Like it shouldn't even be a show. It's something.
I almost want to poop on his chest.
Yes. Well, you almost want to poop into his asshole is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
That wasn't just a chest poop.
Oh man, and he's back too. He is back with another chick on Netflix who is like the new Blippi. She's a lady.
I forget her name, but
Mindy something maybe it's Mindy. I could be wrong.
I don't think it's Mindy. Maybe
something
it is.
in Blippi.
Yeah, but yes, she's like
couldn't
Blippi
even let her
2.0.
just take over. Right? He has to be in the fucking show. Got rid of the Asian guy. I'm back with this chick.
Oh man.
How fucking rude.
Dude. I can't do it. I can't watch Blippi. I can't
It's
at all.
terrible.
It's
Really
terrible.
bad.
So bad.
And then he goes to these playhouses that are in like Seattle or the
Yeah.
West Coast, and my kid's like, "Can we go there?" No, we can't
No.
fucking go there.
No. Yeah. No, we're not going there.
We have
Um,
the McDonald's playpen
That's
and Chuck E.
right.
Cheese. That's what we got.
That's which one do you want to go to?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so weird. It's even weird, like when they let them play in these things when there's other kids there. Like,
Yeah,
Brittany,
and,
get the
and
fuck
then the
out
other
of there,
kids
dude.
clearly want to play with him,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Ah," and he kind of pushes.
Yeah, and it just goes on to the next thing. Oh, look at this! It's a ball. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
You nailed it. It was perfect.
Dude, and yeah, and then the kid walks up to him with a ball, and he's like, "Oh, let's go over here and take our shoes off." And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Tighten your fucking suspenders.
Yeah.
Move on.
I don't know. I just saw myself above me in the fucking delay.
Oh man.
Oh man. But yeah, so
There you go. There's your TikTok project for next week.
yeah, right, dude.
Get on it. All right, I'm gonna change the topics on you.
Yes, good. Please.
This one was fairly new to me, and it's just so I know you don't read a lot, but there is an author, probably the biggest name in fantasy. His name is Brandon Sanderson.
Okay. Definitely don't know him.
No, but he is. I don't want to. What made him a big name was there was a series that started in the '90s, and the author died before he could finish it, and the author's wife and the public. I don't know exactly how it went down, but they let him finish it, and apparently he killed it. And I started to read it, but it's 15 books, so I got about 6 in, and I had to stop. But so then he started putting up more of his own stuff, and he is famous now for creating I don't remember what he calls it, but think of like the multiverse type of Marvel thing where all of his different books kind of all live in the same universe.
Yep.
But they're all really good. He has really, really good books. I've enjoyed a lot of them.
Okay.
But so he is pretty much just called out Audible. You know what Audible is?
Yes. Yep.
So these are they're owned by Amazon. Audible is a what do they call it? Audiobooks. It's just all audiobooks. That's what Audible is. So I want to read the numbers to you. So Amazon's pretty much cornered the ebook market with either buying their books through Kindle or Audible.
Correct.
Right? Let me find the numbers here.
Which, while you look for that, that's how Amazon started, right? Like they were selling books.
So
it was like an online bookstore.
Ooh, in 2021 alone, the fiction audiobooks accounted for around 65% of book sales on Amazon. That's crazy in itself.
Yeah.
But Audible accounts for much more than that. Revealed that 75% of all pre-orders for his latest book, The Lost Metal, which is a huge series, were in audiobook format, which is through Audible, which is crazy. Let me find this fucking. I had it saved. Blah, 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 blah. This is why I'm fine because I can cut this all out. Okay, here we go. This is his quote exactly. If you want details, the current industry standard for a digital product is to pay the creator 70% of the sale. So,
okay.
This is what Steam pays for your average creator for a game sale. It's what Amazon pays on ebooks. It's what Apple pays for an app download. And they're getting heat for taking that much, which is so if you make a game, sell it on Steam, you get 70%. They took 30.
They take 30, right? Okay.
Right.
Which is, I mean, that's a pretty big cut. A quarter of your profit is gone.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. They're taking those services are taking heat for getting that much of a cut. So then he goes on. He says, Audible pays 40% to the authors, almost half. And for a frame of reference, most brick and mortar stores take around 50%. So if you go to Barnes and Noble, they're taking 50% of your book sale. Jesus. Audible pays indie authors less. So Brandon Sanderson is not an indie author. If I wrote a book and I recorded it myself on my mic and I went to Audible and like, yeah, we'll sell it to you, they're only going to give me 40%.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hold on, it gets worse. It gets worse. He goes, I knew things were bad, which is why I wanted to explore other options with the Kickstarter. He had a huge Kickstarter, like the biggest Kickstarter of all time last year, actually, for himself. But I didn't know how bad. If indie authors don't agree to be exclusive with Audible, meaning, yeah, I'll let you sell my book on Audible for 40%, they get dropped from 40 to 25%. Indie authors.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that absolutely crazy?
So now,
And there's no competitors for Audible, not a true competitor. There's nothing as big as Audible for
so
audiobooks.
is he's just not going to put his books on there? Or
He is going to put them on Spotify and another app that I don't remember the name of.
so does Spotify do the 70-30 split then?
Spotify paid him, and if you have Spotify, you can listen to his audiobooks coming soon.
For free?
Yeah, Spotify is free with ads, or
Right.
I pay for Spotify for a
Right.
family
So I
plan.
have premium. So if I wanted to listen to a book, it would be
One of his books.
one of his books. Okay.
Correct. So he's done with Audible with his upcoming future books.
Dude, that might not be a bad move because, like, dude, Spotify is huge. There's no, I get it's not a book place, right? I get that, but like, dude, Spotify is huge. Maybe
At
it's
the end of his, Spotify is monstrous. Look at Joe Rogan.
right.
At the end, he said, I had one seller who really wanted to work with me, who will remain unnamed, who is consistently only able to pay authors 10% per sale for a digital product. That's crazy.
How is that even an offer?
Yeah,
How do you
just,
tell
no,
them?
thank you. No, thank you.
I'm gonna sell your book for $20, and I'm gonna keep what $18 and give you $2.
I wonder how much more difficult it would be to just, well, you got to worry about people stealing. But like if I wrote a book, just say, hey, go to my website for $10 and then you take the full profit, it's yours. But then, how easy would it be to fucking steal it?
Dude, how about you just make a website with a membership fee, $10 a month, and you can listen to all the books you want. And then, but I don't know how you would pay the authors though. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So maybe that doesn't work.
Yeah, so with like Audible, they're paying them 70% per sale. So a $10 book, he gets $7. Audible takes $3.
What the fuck?
But if you're an indie author who refuses Audible's exclusivity deal, you only get 25%.
What the fuck?
Brandon Sanderson's probably one of the top. I don't know about other authors.
Well, good
top
for
top 10 of the world easily.
Good for these like big name artists doing things like this because like even like Taylor Swift, she redid all her music just so she could sell it.
Right.
Like fuck everybody, and then she blew up. Like all her old songs, which I don't want to fucking listen to anymore. Sorry, Taylor Swift. They all started popping back up because they're all over the fucking radios. But like, good for her for doing something like that. But the problem it didn't change anything in the industry though.
Not enough. It would take more. It would take more people to do it.
Yeah.
More than just one. That's the battle.
Right. You gotta almost hope that someone else.
But it works for her because she's gonna do it with everything else.
Definitely works
forward,
for her,
right?
Oh God, yeah.
She's gonna take more of her own cut.
And she's already figured it out. I mean, she's Taylor Swift, But that's crazy. I can't believe that's all people make on these digital sales, though. And
on a book.
What's always blowing my mind?
Authors don't make shit to begin with. You have to be Stephen King to be rich off of selling books.
Right. Even like, why did the price of my video games, my digital copy, go up $10? Like, why are games now from $59.99, $69.99? It's a digital fucking copy.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I guess I don't understand why digital, but when you're buying
Sure, when you're buying when you walk into a brick and mortar store and you buy a physical copy with all the books and shit in it, and you don't even get books anymore. There's like one little piece of paper that comes out of it that has a coupon for like a different game. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense. Did you hear what like PlayStation 5 made a PlayStation. So they made two versions. One is a digital version. So yeah, it doesn't have a DVD drive, but in that store, the PlayStation store for that digital game, all the games are like $15 more than you normally would pay for that game. Isn't that fucked up?
I haven't seen that. I have a PS5. They're all the same. There's no disc and
do you have the digital version though of the PS5 though?
Yeah.
So it's the same
all
price.
The same price. Yeah. What's happening?
Man, I must have heard it wrong.
These games are taking longer to make. So I don't know how accurate it is, but games that are being made now aren't even for this generation of systems. They're games that are just getting started are already for PS6.
Like on to the next. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Man, I guess, but like Jesus, dude.
Imagine something like the new God of War. The previous one came out 4 years ago, so I wonder how long into the first game they were already starting the second one just to get it out now.
Right. Eey.
But better them than me,
I guess. Man, I don't know. I like. The sad thing is though, is I'm still gonna keep paying for games and playing. So I just. Yeah, I can't stop. So. It's crazy.
Harry Potter's coming to a computer near you in about a month.
Dude, I know.
I'm gonna wait and see how that game goes before I drop $60 on it.
I'll probably buy it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't buy too many games. I play a lot of like, obviously there's a lot of Call of Duty. But I pay for that once a year. So really, I mean, what's $70 to keep me fucking entertained for the year? If you think about it.
On next year's Call of Duty yet? This year's Call of Duty?
No, I heard though that they were skipping a year and they were probably just going to remaster one this year and then a new one comes the next year.
Please skip it.
I know.
Just let us play Modern Warfare 2 for 2 years.
We don't need you working on a fucking remaster.
Give us Miami Vice in 2024 or whatever the fuck you're going to make.
Yep. Yeah,
Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Call of Duty, whatever the hell it's going to be.
Yeah, we don't need a remastered Call of Duty that no one's going to play. It's just, I don't know.
I was very intrigued, actually, when they announced the first two, but I never bought them or played them.
You know what game I recently bought and just played like crazy? Fucking Farming Simulator, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I like played it a long time ago when I just was playing on Xbox. And I was like, dude, that sounds fun. And then I fucking bought it. And I mean, obviously I don't play it as much as I should because I paid for it, but yep.
That was free on Game Pass for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's fun. It's just like one of those managing kind of games, It's just.
Yeah. I never cared for the whole having to manage everything. I just put something in my hand and let me go beat the shit out of someone for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you need a VR headset, dude. You gotta play that.
I wanted one. I just don't know what to get. I'm torn.
You gotta play that Blades and Sorceress game. That's beating the fucking shit out of people, man. Holy fuck.
Yes, VR, which is
I
have a PS5, so I'm ready to go there. And then all the PC stuff sounds so cool too. I just don't want to buy one and then regret not having the other.
The upside to the Oculus that I have is you do not need a PC to play it. So you don't have to be wired to your PC. You're limited to the games you get because you can only play games that are on the Oculus store that way. But so me being plugged into my PC while I play, I can play all the VR games that are on Steam.
Right. So can you download them straight into the headset? Like if you're going on a trip, no.
No, yeah, I don't believe so. I think you can connect wirelessly to your PC, but you need to have your PC to play the Steam games. Okay. But the Oculus store has decent games. Like It's not like there's bad games there, and you can play those as long as you're. I mean, you can play them anywhere. So, and then the cool thing too is you can broadcast your gameplay to your TV. So like my wife could watch me play, or whatever, or like I could well, my daughter will never keep it on her head, but not yet. Dude, the other day she had my wife's phone and she goes, "Dad, I'm playing a game." And I'm like, "No, you're not." I know, she's 3, and I'm like, I mean, you can if you want. You're more than welcome to start playing games right now.
My son likes scrolling through Amazon and looking at toys. So every time we get the phone back, we're like, let's make sure you didn't fucking buy something.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that, dude. Yeah, Amazon, it's caught me before. Like, I've clicked on something, and then all of a sudden it, like, placed your order, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What if I didn't want to use that card?
Yeah.
But
that one quick buy is dangerous.
Dude, it's dangerous, man. It's quick. And then Amazon's real sneaky. Like, you get one quick email, like, order processed, and then you don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden it shows up at your door. And it's like, oh, fuck, I forgot I even ordered this.
I usually get the shipping.
Dude, I don't get shit.
I get a shipping email, and then all the notifications go to my phone, too, because I'm not playing this game where someone orders something, and I don't fucking know about it.
Maybe I need to, like, go through and turn my notifications on more, but I swear they just start showing up at my fucking house.
I've noticed that after Christmas, Amazon's having a hell of a time getting stuff done in 2 days, though.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hell of a time.
I just had to order a new switch for one of my my toaster at my shop, and it's not going to be here. I ordered it on Monday. It won't be here until Monday.
Damn.
And that's just a little switch. Like,
yeah, I ordered a couple things a day or two after Christmas and still haven't got. They're not due till this Tuesday, the 10th. So you're talking almost 2 weeks. Yeah,
dude, we went shopping today because we have to get a few things for the trip, and my wife's so excited that we had to go like today. It's in we have a countdown. We're at like 60 days, but so, dude, there was no Pokemon cards anywhere. Dude, I was fucking losing my mind. I didn't buy any Pokemon cards today. I went into 3 stores.
Oh, one more thing I want to bring up, and then I think we should probably wrap this up. I saw a TikTok that it was a guy on live, and I don't know what he was doing. I did not watch it for very long, but he was threatening viewers saying if I don't get this many likes or whatever he wanted, or what can you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like cheers or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut these cards. And so he was going on. I watched for about 30 seconds. He goes, I need 10 more. I'm cutting them. I'm like, he's not gonna fucking cut him. He just kept going on and on and on.
Yeah. And never actually cut him, right?
Yeah,
so it's a fucking scam, dude. He's never gonna actually cut him.
I know. I didn't want to sit there and watch and be a fucking number.
There is a guy on Twitch who live streams to TikTok who does cut decks. So he puts a vote on. You know how like you can vote on Twitch?
Yep.
Yeah. So he puts a vote on there, and the vote is either cut or don't cut. And he cuts them live on Twitch, dude. He cuts it in half, and then he opens them and goes through them. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
He's making money. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, so what? You cut a $30 card. You know how much money he probably made in that time before he decided to cut it anyway?
Yeah.
And it's not like he's opening like first edition cards. You know what I mean? It's not like he's opening cards that are worth hundreds of dollars. I mean, you're just not anymore. So
if I went to Walmart and bought a pack, is there still a chance of finding something extremely rare in that pack, or are those days done?
Well, no, you can definitely still get pretty rare cards, but the problem is like your cards aren't worth what they really are worth until it gets graded a 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like and like nowadays, like it's almost 10 or bust. Because like there's so many good cards out there that they're not just hunting for that card anymore. They're hunting for a pristine card. Like
Pokemon's been around so long.
Yes,
there's probably trillions of cards.
Right. Except like first edition, obviously. Like first edition cards, you can buy a 6 worth thousands of dollars. Like yeah.
So my mind is
that's
still
first
stuck
edition.
in that frame from when I was a kid, and you could find a really rare card, and like I'm rich. See ya.
Yeah, buy them all done.
Yeah. Those days are done, huh?
Yeah, those days. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure there's still a card that you could get that's probably worth quite a bit, but
Looking for
there's
that black
so
Pikachu.
many. Right. There's so many different decks, and it's insane now. So, but it's like gambling, dude, and I think I have a gambling problem.
You do.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely is there. But I was really upset tonight. Couldn't find any. Couldn't believe it, dude. First time in a long time I couldn't find any booster packs anywhere. And like you could buy like the big expensive cases. There were still some of those, but like you got to drop like $130 to buy them. And I just wanted a couple booster packs, just. Yeah. But there was none.
All the kids got their gift cards.
Yeah, the motherfuckers.
Find them up. That's all right. Come February, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
be
right. Yep. When all the little kids don't have any more money. I can't wait to just see some kid in the toy aisle staring at a deck, and his dad's like, "I'm not buying that for you." And then I grab it and see you later. Someday you'll be an adult with your own money. Just not today.
That you got to make sure you record it and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I fucking should, dude. You know how much I get for that?
In 2008, in November of 2008, I went to. I've been a Metallica fan my whole life. I went to first Metallica concert. That's the first one only. They haven't been back since. But towards the end of the show, they dropped. I still have it. I'm not gonna go find it, but it's down here. All these giant black beach balls that just say Metallica on them. And the guy next to me got one and said, "Here, you take it, dude. I don't want it." Gave it to me, and I'm like, "Fucking sweet. I'm taking this home." Yes. I still have it. I will find it at some point. But
yeah,
I'm walking out, and I 2008, I would have been like,
oh no,
22 maybe.
Yeah.
It's 21, and there's these 10-year-old kids. Can I have that? I'm like, no. They'll come walking out.
You can't, dude. You
I've been a fan much longer than you, young man.
That's right. You don't even know who this is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know that you were in the concert. I see you standing outside.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Still have it. I know it's down here.
So it's a beach ball, though.
Yeah, it's just a black beach ball, and it says Metallica, and then on the other side, their album Death Magnetic just dropped, and it says Death Magnetic.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
Wasn't giving that kid that
kids. Nah, dude. Fuck that. I wouldn't feel bad. Like I said, if I went into Walmart and took a pack from a kid, I mean, I wouldn't take it from him. I'd wait until he put it down, but like, I wouldn't feel bad.
The funny thing about that is usually when I tell that to a girl, it's oh, that poor kid, he just wanted that. And then when I tell a guy, they're like, yeah, no, fuck that kid.
No, fuck him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. There's no reason he needs that ball at all.
The funny part is that kid's an adult now. It's 2023. Metallica hasn't been back since.
Dude, I'll tell you what, he probably doesn't forget that either.
I hope not.
No.
Who knows? Maybe in a couple years, my kid will be at that age, and I'll take him to a concert, and it'll be that same fucking kid walking out with, whatever, that frisbee or whatever the hell Metallica throws.
Go up there and get that frisbee from him. See if he'll give it to you, and he'll be like, "No, fuck you." And fuck your dad.
Of life.
Yep. That's funny. All right, dude.
This is good.
Let's do it. Yeah, it was a good return. Good return.
Talked about someone who died.
I know. Wild.
Talked about Audible being fucking cheap.
Just not Audible. Yeah, Jesus. All digital shit, man.
What's up with Amazon's side hustles being little bitches?
Well, I mean, dude, they're biggest company for a reason,
Yeah.
You don't get big like that for nothing. And then once you're that big, you can really do whatever you want. Who's going to stop you?
Yeah.
Not even Walmart can stop them, so. I don't know.
Very interesting.
That is shitty, though. Very shitty.
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right, dude.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah. Hey, did the Packers play tomorrow? By the way,
play tomorrow night.
Do they have to win? Is it like a must win?
Well, so if the Packers win, they're in. Earlier in the day, Seattle plays. If Seattle loses, the Lions, both Packers and Lions win are in.
The Lions.
The Lions are playing for a spot if Seattle loses earlier in the day.
Yeah.
If Seattle wins, then the Lions are playing as spoiler.
Oh. For the Packers spoiler.
The Packers, no matter what happens, if the Packers win, they're in.
They're in. Got you.
Earlier in the day, though, if Seattle wins,
Yep.
then the Lions are out.
Got you.
Seattle loses, it's a playoff spot battle.
No shit. Wow. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye.
I hope Seattle loses, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've never been a Seattle fan, so
fuck them. Yeah, me neither.
No,
don't get me started.
Never been a fan. Mostly because Sherman. I fucking hated him.
Yeah, all of them.
Yep.
Richard Sherman, Legion of Boom.
The Legion of Boom. Oh,
that stadium on fire.
Yep. All right, dude. We are out of here.
See you guys next week.
Goodbye, everybody.